goodness. Ah. All right. Ow. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's try that without the pain. All right, so welcome to a tutorial video by yours truly, Jeff the Christian Gamer. There is dust on my table. I don't know how that happened in the past 20 seconds. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so this video, we are going to talk about how to properly switch out a SIM card, well, a MicroSD card that is the expandable memory for a Switch game console. You'll notice I have quite a few different little doodads up here, and all of them are geared towards the purpose of making this process as simple as possible. The Switch console, of course, important. There is a MicroSD underneath, right there. That's what we're going to be changing out. And then you'll notice the new SD card here. A converter, because my computer only has USB ports. I'm going to be using USB ports, and I need this converter to be able to put the standard size SD card adapter. Well, okay, here's how it's going to go. Basically, I'm putting the MicroSD card into the MicroSD adapter, into the USB adapter, and then into the computer, so that I can copy the files that I need in order to make this thing happen. So, we have all the basic components here. Let's figure out how they go together and get this memory expanded so I can actually play the game that I currently can't download. Yeah, which will be this one. I think you guys know what that one is, those of you who don't have that have something other than a Switch, you know what that one is. Maybe if you don't have something other than a Switch, you'll still know that this is a highly anticipated game and I cannot wait to play it. But as of now, my storage space is way too full. This is the error message you're going to receive when you need to get more memory. Basically it says you will need 13 gigs. There's not enough free space. So yeah, you'll have to swap out your SD card, which is what I'm going to do. I'm putting a 512 gigabyte PNY high-speed card in there. I may talk a little bit about the card types, etc. When I get to the second part of this tutorial, which the first part is supplies, the second part is going to be the copying of files. You will need a computer for this, so get ready for that. Let's go ahead and get this going, and I will continue the tutorial on my computer. So sorry guys, one thing that I forgot to mention here is that you are going to need to completely power off the system. You're going to do that by checking out the top here. You're going to hold down this power button. Your Switch system is going to come on, and then you'll have these power options. You'll have sleep mode pop up, and then you'll have power options. You'll want to go to power options and turn off. And too easy. Your system is turned off, and now we are ready for step 2. All right. So, step 2. Essentially, we are going to insert the MicroSD card from the Switch that is in there currently, mine is 128 gigabyte, into the system using the PNY adapter. Essentially, what we need to do is insert the MicroSD card, which has been put into its adapter, into the computer, but that can only be done with the USB adapter, at least in my case. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put that in there. And then we are going to put it into the computer. Note that the computer should recognize it immediately. and it'll pop up somewhere around here. There we go. USB drive E. So I'm going to take the new folder that I put onto my desktop right there. Right, yeah, right over there. I'm going to take that folder, which I have up here, and open it. Then I'm going to open up USB drive E on a different file here, on a different window rather. And then I'm just going to simply drag Nintendo, which is the name of the file, that is 116 gigabytes, move that over. There's not enough space on desktop. You need an additional 100 gigabytes to copy the files. I will cancel. In that case, I'll be copying it into my drive C. So I'll jump into my local disk C. Drop that in here. And then we'll take that file and drop it in there. Not enough space again. Okay, so in that case, what I will do instead is I will go to my video drive, which is probably where I should have went in the first place, because that's where I'm putting all of my major stuff. Yeah, anyway, you'll notice I have a bunch of fun stuff in there, anime and movies and game captures and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that, oh, okay, I have to go back to my disk C here. This is really unsuccinct. New folder, take you and put you back on the desktop. And then we're going to go back to our video drive. Then we're going to drop the new folder into our video drive. The biggest part about this is just making sure you guys know where you drop your folder so that you can find it later. Essentially, I can't put it into my desktop for reasons you already know, and I can't put it in my C drive for the same reason. So new folder, I'm going to go ahead and drop Nintendo in there, and hopefully, there we go, it will copy all of the files. Wow, it looks like that's going to take a while. Holy biscuits. Okay, well, let's go ahead and check and see how long it's going to take. Huh, that's interesting. The speed of my writing at this point is 21.5 megabits per second. Or is that megabytes? Yeah, I believe that's megabytes per second. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end here and let the movie magic do its thing, and then we'll come back to a completely filled bar or close to it so we can continue our tutorial. Alrighty, we are almost there when it comes to this copy. 95% complete, and while it is finishing up, I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about the reading, writing speeds, and why it's important for SD cards to have high read and write speeds. At least for the Nintendo Switch, and I would say any other application where you're using something that requires a fast load time or write time or whatever. Generally speaking, the classes of micro SD cards move between two different types of symbols. The first type of symbol is a U shape with a number inside of it. The second is a C shape with a number inside of it. The C shape with a number inside of it has pretty much become a misnomer, or rather something that has fallen by the wayside, in the sense that I have not personally seen anything with that C shape and a number inside of it for quite a while. Not to say they don't exist, it just seems like they've been they're an archaic technology that's being replaced. With the U-shapes that have these numbers in them, you will either see a U with a 1 in it or a U with a 3 in it. As you would imagine, since 3 is bigger than 1, the U with a 3 inside of it is a faster card overall. So, yeah, I would say go with a U3 because it'll give you the best results in a Nintendo Switch. U1s are usable, like they'll actually load, etc., and they'll work, but it has definitely been one of those things that I would say don't do. I tried a U1 early on in my Switch existence, and I regretted it thoroughly because the loading times are tripled. Yeah, which makes sense because it's a U3 as opposed to a U1. The U3 is going to be better. Just go with the U3. My current card that I'm replacing this with, the card that I'm replacing my original card with, well, my second card technically with, is a 512 gigabyte PNY U3. I do not know how PNY works. It was just the cheapest at the time, so I'm hoping they are actually a good value overall. We are at 98%. Hooray! Let's see, anything else to note about SD cards? Well, nothing really stands out to me at this point. If I do need to do some editing or re-release the video, I will do that. But for now, basically the U3 is all that you really need in order for your SD card to be fast enough to load competently on the Switch. So now that we are at 99%, items remaining 47. All right, 200, 100. So close, and yet so far. There we go. Yeah, after you have copied the contents of your old SD card micro SD card onto the Switch, you can remove that drive and put in your alternate card, your new card. There we go. And then put that card into your computer. Open folder to view files. There we go. Alright, there is nothing on this bad boy. What you're going to do is you're going to take that whole folder. Don't go inside of it. Don't try to take anything out of it. Don't try to move it. Don't try to edit it. Don't do anything with it except for take it and drop it into there you go. Drop it into that new card. I'm sorry, I got distracted there. I was looking at it, get confused, and I was scared for a moment. At any rate, it'll write that information at about the same speed as the previous card speed was. It was like 21 or something like that. It's only at 18 this time, so we may have a performance difference between the old card and the new card. I will let you guys know if there's something out of the ordinary or different about this card as opposed to the other card, but at the moment I'm noticing the write speed is lower, which does not bode well and makes me a little bit sad inside. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. I may go and purchase a scan disk instead of the PNY that I've decided to go with this time around because it was the cheapest. Yeah, I'll I'll get on that and let you guys know how it works and how it's working. So yeah, thank you guys for checking out this video. Essentially, the process after the new card has copied the old data onto it is to simply install that new card into your system exactly the same way you installed the old one. Just to make double sure, when you go into your Switch, it will show you a picture of how the micro SD card actually goes into the system. Yeah, so follow those instructions, or follow that instruction and insert it into your Switch, and you should be good to go. If anything, I will say that this tutorial, if you need it, is also on Nintendo's website. I just wanted to make a video about it just to make sure that everybody has the information available in video form. So thank you guys so much for watching. I am Jeff the Christian Gamer. Thank you for viewing this tech video and giving me the support and the likes and the subscribes that you've given me so far. You know where and how to do so if you have not already subscribed or liked my channel. Ring that bell to see when I release new content. I am primarily a gaming channel, but I am not afraid or shy about doing tech videos. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.